Welcome back. Another test drive here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee. And today it's a 1990 Pontiac Firebird. Pretty cool car with a 5.7 power steering, power brakes under the hood here. AC. And of course, I take them down the road to pick out flaws. Anything I see, you'll know about it by the end of the video. This one's got US mags on it, disc brakes. Pretty clean looking paint job. 100 detailed pictures available, maplemotors.com. Be sure to always call us before you send any money or do anything like that, just to be careful. This one does have the T-tops in it as well as the cloth interior and the 5-speed transmission. All right, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. All right, so before we take off, a look around the interior. Aftermarket steering wheel. Do you think the horn works? A little game we play on the channel. Anybody ever played that game before? Show you the mileage. I'd say you can believe that mileage. What's that, 172,000? The dash. Little cracks in the dash there. Like the shifter. Don't yank up on the shifter, it comes out. You gotta put it back in, so I don't think they have it tightened down in there. There's a little crack. Seat's got a little burn in it. Back seat's not too bad. And of course, at the end of the video, I'm gonna be going over any kind of issues on the paint, a little bit more detail on the interior. Let's start this one up. What we got going on here on the dash? Got some flashing lights there. And you've also got a service engine light. It doesn't sound like it's running bad at all. Could just be the way they got it set up in this one. But we'll continue to check everything. If I see something I notice that's wrong, I point it out. Blower motor. We had AC compressor. Does it work? Blower's kicking on, so that's working, but it's not cold. Of course, I didn't give it no time. Let's wipers. It sounds like they're trying to work. Let me make sure they're not stuck. Huh? They took the blades off and put little nubs. So yeah, you can replace those with normal blades, and they're both working. They just don't have any arms on this car. I don't know why. There you go. That's the off position. Well, AC's not cold. It's not blowing very hard. Power window. Real slow. Power locks. Okay. And horn. What do you think? Well, I'm trying every which way there is possible, but since that didn't work, what about this? I'll throw it in with the car. Free horn. Let's hit the road, see how it runs and drives. All right, guys, getting ready to roll out here. Of course, anything I see, I point out throughout my test drives. And this is the first time I've driven this personally. Now, other people here at the lot have driven it. We get cars in, we clean them up, we check them out, we fix certain things on them, and then they come up with a price. They give them to me. I do a full, like, just genuine test drive. That's the only way I can describe that. Honest as possible. I try not to miss anything. Here we go. Speedometer is coming up on the dash. Seems to be pretty accurate. Tight steering. As soon as I turn, it's turning. There's fifth for us. Pretty smooth. We don't have to stop and get gas today because we have it. Cruising on down the road. Brakes, touchy, and they're stopping good. Nice and smooth. She's got good pickup. Definitely not a slow car. That motor feels fine. Does have a check engine light on, but I don't know if that's a sensor or what's going on with it. Great oil pressure, almost 60 pounds. Engine temperature's at 160 right now. Clutch feels good, the shifter's nice and smooth. The guys running and driving wise, this thing feels awesome. Main thing is once we get past the driving section is to check over the body. And that is very important. So you can see chips, scratches, rust, dents, any kind of the flaws that I find throughout my test drive video. Because as you can see, it's straight as an arrow with tight steering, brakes feel good, clutch feels good, and it's throttling out nice and smooth. Our vitals are also in great operating range there. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and skip over to the next scene. We'll get some undercarriage shots and light everything up. Before I go over the camera, I like to show the headlights, the turn signals. And then once we go under the car, we'll show the tail lights and the rear turn signals and pretty much all of our lights. Make sure they're working. All right, we'll be back. Time to roll out. So far, everything's been pretty good. I do think we have a faulty battery gauge. It's not really moving, and it's on the low side, which I've been out here riding around for at least an hour. Haven't had any issues. Starts out perfect. We're charging. It looks like a newer alternator, but I do think that our battery gauge is off. I don't think it's reading correct. Other than that, man, this is a pretty nice car. I did the walk around. The paint's not perfect, and that's very important, so you do want to stick around to the end of the video for that. And you've also got these 2 lights on. That old Stratus boat. Waiting on a little bit of traffic to pass by. I kind of figured it'd be easier to run up this way at this time of day. But it kind of seems like there's a little bit of traffic. Engine temperature's at like 160. Oil pressure's still at 55. It's great. Here we go. Now my mirror's messed up over there. I see it kind of falling out. She seems nice and smooth. Good clean power. All her vitals are right. Straight as an arrow. Brakes work good. Runs and drives awesome. Now I couldn't get the hatch open. I messed around and was pushing the button and was trying with the keys. I couldn't get the hatch open for nothing. So I'll have to crawl back in the back seat and show you from back there through this video. I'll talk with them, see if they ended up ever getting it open at the lot. I'm sure they did. I may just be doing something wrong. And a little bit of rattling coming from the hatch area back there too. Maybe it's open now. Vitals again, looks like our engine temperature's at 180 and oil pressure's at 55. Clutch is letting out halfway, which is good. Guys, I've had a pretty good test drive today. Be sure to hit subscribe, share, hit that like button. That helps me out, helps my channel. And again, picking out the flaws is coming up right now. I'll see you in a minute. All right, we're gonna walk this ride. Anything I find, you'll know about it. Other detailed pictures, maplemotors.com. Let's get started here. Coming up to the front end on this one. Light little scuffs.
touch-up mark there. Some paint flaws in the front there. Tires in good shape up and over the fender. Little chip here. Doors setting in, back fender sticking up. Chip at the bottom. Chips on the edge of the door. Scuff on the side there. Light little chips at the bottom and the back. Bumper in the back as well. Midsection. Flat on the handle. Touch-up marks. Corner too. Spot here. Tearing your seal. Chip on the window. Swirls all over the wing. Little water spots too. Scratches on your back window. Taillight's got some light little cracks in it.
I couldn't get the trunk open at all. Tried the key, tried the button multiple times, couldn't ever get it open.
We'll have to jump back in the back seat and look back there. Tires got some light dry cracks in them on the outside. Scuff here. Swirls. Light scuffs on the side. Little chip there as well. So here.
Scuffs on the window. Little tear there. Mirror's hanging. Scuffs on the fender. Little chip on the front windshield, but most of it not bad. Little chip there too. So we've made it around the outside. Let's check out the interior. Door panel on this one. It's got some imperfection spots,
Especially at the bottom here. Seal is a little crumbly. Looking around in the seat. Got some stains on the seat there. A little rough on the edge. Around in the back. Cracks in that panel. Just on them edges. The wear on the pedals. Glue right there. Burn in the seat there. I don't believe the charging light is correct. Biggest reason is I've been out here for a while riding around, and that should be a little bit higher, around 13. But like I said, biggest issue is I've been out for an hour or so driving around, and that would have killed the battery for sure. I need to put a jumper on there, but look at the alternator, it looks smooth. So, should be fine. Just a bad gauge, I believe. But I'll hook it up, and if I see it's not charging, I'll put it in the video. I just don't have that tester with me here in the parking lot. But like I said, if it's not, it'll be fixed either way, so not a problem. Motor's quiet. Holly card. You down with this hood? Shuts pretty good. Little cracks in the decal. Chip there. Definitely needs a buff. I think a buff would get a lot of this imperfections out. We got a little dusty on the test drive too. It's been real dusty the last few days here in Tennessee. It's hard to keep it off the cars. Guys, thanks for sticking around. 100 detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. Be sure to go there, check it out. And give me a call, 615-822-4444. I'll see you later.